So, good afternoon and welcome to this another session. In the previous class, we have discussed the scope, functions, advantages and disadvantages of management accounting. And in this today's session, I'll be continuing with the relationship or the differences between management accounting and financial accounting, management accounting and cost accounting. As I have told you yesterday, that after the financial accounting is done, the management accountants will take the data from the financial accountants, the financial books, and then they start doing the work. So it is post-financial accounting, right? Now, so before I go for the differences here, let me just once again tell you what we have discussed on day one. What is financial accounting, what is for cost accounting, and what is for management accounting. What in your opinion is financial accounting is all about? If somebody is asking you, you have done financial accounting right from your intermediate or at least from degree first year, first semester. So what exactly is financial accounting is? Okay. Okay. Exactly. Financial accounting, if you go by definition, it says internet is not stable. Financial accounting, when you go by the definition, what it says? Basically what you do? Recording, then classifying, then summarizing. Later on, you try to interpret and analyze and report. It goes with these words. So basically, when you look at financial accounting, it's a science and art, what we call it as. Like we record the transactions in your in your subsidiary books or journal. Then we take them and post them into ledger accounts. Then we try to classify them. What is an expense account? What is an income account? What is an asset account? What is a liability account? And so on and so forth. There, at the end of the year, what we try to do, we try to balance these ledger accounts, take these balances, put them in the trial balance. Then we proceed with summarizing. Summarizing is nothing but your financial statements. What are the financial statements you are preparing? Two. One, profit and loss statement. Two, balance sheet. If somebody is asking you what is the objective of financial accounting, what would you say? To know the financial position of the business is one objective. That is balance sheet. One more, what you are preparing? Why are you doing that? That's it. To know the profit or loss of the business and to know the financial position of the business is what is the main objective of financial accounting, right? Then let us move on to cost accounting. What do we have in cost accounting? What did we study in cost accounting? Let us go by the definition again. It says recording of the transactions of which nature? We are talking about the cost aspects, not the revenue aspects now. I am going to record, classify the costs. You have seen classification. Yesterday's class also I was discussing. Cost can be classified on the basis of behavior, direct cost, indirect cost. According to the identity, we say direct, indirect. According to the behavior, we say fixed cost, variable cost. According to the functions, we say factory, administration, selling and distribution, etc. So cost is classified on different bases. And then if somebody is asking what is the objective of cost accounting, just now you said objective of financial accounting. Objective of financial accounting, what did you say? To know the profit or loss, to know the financial position. Now I am asking, why cost accounting? Why cost accounting? Answer is to know the cost, to ascertain the cost per unit basis and in total. Two, cost control and cost reduction. That's very important. Cost control and so cost control and cost reduction is another main objective of cost accounting. That is cost accounting. Then moving on to management accounting. What is management accounting is all about? Guys, I told you 2 days back also. I don't know how many of you were there. Management accounting, what it does, it takes the information from financial accounting, it uses some techniques of cost accounting, it will analyze, the management accountant will analyze what exactly it is happening, then he will prepare his own reports, which are sent to the management for decision making. The management accounting is depending on the financial accounting reports, the statements, is depending on the cost, techniques, methods. We take the data, we gather them, right? We use this data, analyze the data, and send the reports to the management so that the management can take decisions. So when somebody is asking you what management accounting, decision making should come to your mind first. We are supplying the information to the top management or management so that they can take decisions. So decision making, to facilitate decision making. Okay, this is how they are related to, right? Now let us talk about how they are differentiated, on what grounds we differentiate them. So we move on to the next slide, financial versus management accounting. You know, when you look at the basis of difference, the point of difference, I have given you only the point of differences here, like the objective wise, nature wise, statutory requirements wise, precision, monetary, non-monetary measurements, accounting principles, and all those bases. We will take one by one and we will discuss in detail. The first point of difference is objective. Just now I told you. This is, I'm talking financial on one side, management on the other side. Can anyone tell me now? What is the basis of difference? According to the objective, how do you differentiate it? Financial accounting objective. Correct. Financial accounting objective is to know the profit or loss and to know the financial position. Management accounting objective. We collect the data or reproduce the data. You know, we are either creating it or we are reproducing the data. For what purpose? For decision making. So objective wise they are different. The first basis is clear. Second point of difference is nature. Financial accounting is always after it happens. What is it called? Past is past. Historical. Financial accounting is mainly concerned with historical data. I pay the wages, I record it. I pay the salaries, I record it. You know, in financial accounting, the transactions are recorded in a chronological order. After the transaction takes place, you write in the books of account, right? When you go to management accounting, it is mainly focused on future. Because it is futuristic. You're talking that I want to help the management in taking the decisions. No doubt, we are depending on the historical data which is made by financial accountants. But financial accounting is historical, management accounting is futuristic. Futuristic. Then moving on to the third point of difference, statutory requirements. Guys, is it obligatory to prepare financial accounts? Final accounts? Companies Act 2013. You did your financial statements of company accounts, right? P&L statement, balance sheet format. It should be in this format only. First capital, then reserves, shareholders' money, then outsiders' money of long term, then short term, non-current liabilities, current liabilities. Go to the asset side, non-current assets, current. There are formats. It's statutory. It is obligatory on your part that you have to prepare financial accounts. Final accounts are obligatory. But when you move on to the management accounting, is it obligatory? It is for our purpose we are doing. For decision making, to help the management in decision making, we are preparing it. So financial accounting is obligatory. Management accounting is not obligatory. So that is statutory requirement. When you talk about precision, you know, financial accounting is very precise. Transactions are recorded only when they have taken place. So if you have spent 48 rupees 50 paisa, I will write 48 rupees 50 paisa. And we are very, to the point, precise. Then, when you go to the management accounting, it is not precise. What happened? So guys, management accounting is not precise because projected figures are written. No, we are using projected figures. So can you be sure of what you are writing? Can you say in the coming year we are going to sell 22 lakhs 44,055 rupees 36 paisa? We say, averagely, the projected figures are estimated, so you cannot be very precise in management accounting. But financial accounting, yes, they are very precise. So that is precision point. Then we have monetary and non-monetary measurements. You go back to your basics of financial accounting, semester 1, basics of financial accounting. When we start, what do we say? It basically records which are measured in terms of money. Do you remember money measurement concept? Money measurement concept of financial accounting says, I will record only those things which can be measured in terms of money. I am not going to write anything which cannot be measured in terms of money. That is what financial accounting is. But when you move on to management accounting, it deals both with monetary as well as non-monetary details. It will take quantitative details as well as qualitative details also. Maybe a management accounting can report about the employee's behavior, performance, his attitude. They'll collect the data. Even about, like if I go for a survey method, we have survey techniques. Then that is about monetary versus non-monetary difference. Accounting principles. In financial accounting, do you have principle set? GAAP, G-A-A-P. You remember what is GAAP? Sir, both GAAP aa gaya sir. What is GAAP? Generally accepted accounting principles. So financial accounting is based on GAAPs. But there are no set rules when it comes to management accounting. Management accounting does not have a set of rules where you need to follow all those things. That is another point of difference. Use of accounting information. Yeah. Now when you look at this point of difference, information of financial accounting is mainly used by whom? Who are the users of accounting? Owners, government, tax authorities, scholars, creditors, bankers, financial institutions who are giving you money. They all are very much interested what is happening financially in your business. Banker wants to know whether I should give him loan or not. Creditors the suppliers of raw material wants to know whether I should extend credit to this fellow or not. Government wants to know how much I should collect taxes from you guys. So external parties are, much involved in financial accounting. Customers are interested to know. But when it comes to management accounting, what is the answer? Internal. It is like something very much internal. We give reports to our management so that they take timely decisions, correct decisions. Right? That's another point of difference. Subject matter is another point. Now, financial accounting deals with all the activities of the business. Right? When you look at the income statement, I'll be talking about the entire business sales, the expenses of the business. In totality, we are talking, right? Pura business dekh rahe na when you're looking at financial statements. But when you go to management accounting, it deals specifically, maybe department wise. Maybe we are going to cost centers because you've studied cost center. Cost center, cost accounting. I'm getting into cost accounting. What do you mean by cost center? Kuch bhi nahi hai. Any department or a place where cost is spent is cost center. If there is a workshop, if there is a factory, and if there is a carpentry section where the benches are made, it's a cost center because we are spending money there. In short, okay? So, management accounting deals with different units. It could be department wise, it could be cost center wise, and so on. But when you look at the subject matter of financial accounting, it deals with the entire business. Reporting. Yes, what are the two things we are reporting? The P&L statement and the balance sheet must be prepared at the end of every financial year, accounting year rather I should call it as. So at the end of every accounting year, you're preparing financial statements, right? When you go to not only financial, not only annual basis, I should tell you, they are asking us now to present it on a quarterly basis. You can see this in the newspaper, quarterly results of so-and-so public companies. They report on a quarterly basis, the quarter ending results. Yeah. But management accounting prepared on a regular basis. The frequency is high. You know, when you can look at, it could be weekly, it could be bi-weekly, it could be monthly, it could be quarterly or even half yearly and annual. But the frequency is more when you look at management accounting. What about accounting method? Yes, I want answer from you people for financial accounting. What is the method of accounting you are following? Double entry. What system of accounting you are following for writing? There's a double entry system of accounting. What the double entry system says? Debit here should go and credit somewhere. Otherwise, it is not complete. It becomes incomplete or single entry if it's not done this way, right? So double entry system of accounting is followed for recording the transactions in financial accounting. But when we move on to management accounting, we are not following any system. They are reports. We just generate some reports. So there is no proper, an appropriate system to basically record this management accounting. Accounting standards. We have accounting standards for financial accounting. AS1, AS2, AS3. Now we have Ind AS. We have converged ourselves with IFRS. I was the only one teaching you guys. Now what happened? India is converging our accounting standards with IFRS. The converged IFRS standards in India are called as Ind AS. Indian Accounting Standards, Ind AS. But can you see the same thing happening in management accounting means? It is not bound by any accounting standards used by ICAI. Another point of difference is publication of reports. Is it compulsory to publish your reports? Financially, it is mandatory. Public companies, you have to publish. It should be kept with the registrar. Anybody can go and check your financial statements. It's open to public. But when you look at management accounting, they are all internal. I need not publish them. We need not publish them. Quickness of reporting. You just guess which one will be quick, the management accounting reporting or the financial accounting reporting. एक साल रुकना पड़ेगा. You have to wait for 1 year to get financial accounting reports done. Management accountants want to know something, they'll prepare it immediately and send it. Just a minute. So, when it comes to management accounting reporting, this can be done quickly. What happened? 1 second. So the quickness of reporting, financial accounting takes generally are generated at the end of the year, after the year end. But managerial decisions, whenever there is a requirement, at regular intervals we do reporting. Audit, statutory audit. What do you mean by statutory? So compulsorily. So under Companies Act, auditing of financial accounting is mandatory, must, compulsory. But you go back to management accounting, it is based on the projected data. So, anything else I missed? These are some points of differences between financial accounting and management accounting. Any questions here? Right. Can I go for the last topic? This is, now we look at the cost accounting versus management accounting. This is another branch of accounting. No, we did financial versus management. Now we are doing cost versus management. Now, all right. So what is the first point of difference here? Objective. Let us, now you have seen financial versus management. Now we'll see cost versus management. What is the main objective of cost accounting? I told you in the beginning of the class. Cost control, cost reduction. To ascertain the cost, control the cost, reduce the cost. That's your main objective. Record the cost. Management is for providing information for decision making. So like it takes care of your planning, coordinating and so on. Scope. When you look at the scope of cost accounting, it provides information related to costs only. It says factory mein how much we have spent. It says admin mein how much we have spent. Directly how much we have spent. Indirectly how much we have spent. So it will tell you functionally how much we have spent. So cost classification. It's concentrated on cost. But when you look at the scope of management, it is broader than cost accounting because it takes all information. It could be cost. It could be revenue-based information. We do prepare sales budget. We do prepare purchase budget. Sales budget mein we are talking about revenues. Material purchase budget mein we are talking about expense. When you look at the nature of cost accounting, it uses both the past and the present data. In cost accounting, only quantitative aspects are considered, quantitative aspects. But when you look at the management accounting, it is mainly concerned with projected figures, projections, estimated sales, budgeted figures. How much would be the sales in the next quarter? What will be the sales of this department in this area in the next year? That is projected. Then, so costing is considering only quantitative, but management may take quantitative as well as qualitative aspects also. The status. Look at the status of cost accounting. The management accountant is senior in position. Cost accountant, is after the management, it's below. Assistance. Cost accountant merely assists the management in its function. Management accountant assists and evaluates the management performance. Installation. Costing can be installed without management accounting. Management accounting needs financial accounting and cost accounting because I told you now, management accounting keeps one leg on financial, one leg on a costing to stand. Evolution of cost accounting is attributed to industrial revolutions. F.W. Taylor, you can go back to the days, and Henry Ford and all, right? So management accounting has its origin during the last 40, 50 years only. Because of limitations of financial accounting and cost accounting, you have seen the emergence of management accounting. Right? We do have certain principles and procedures to be followed in cost accounting, which are not there in management accounting. Statutory requirements. There are some statutory requirements from government, even in cost accounting, which are not there in management. It is purely voluntary. The emphasis of cost accounting is on cost ascertainment, cost control, etc. But the emphasis on management accounting is planning, policy formulation, controlling, coordinating, etc. Basically all decision making. Okay, and the last difference is techniques employed. The techniques employed, tools and techniques of cost accounting include standard costing, variance analysis, marginal costing, budgetary control, uniform costing. But management accounting, when it comes to, it will use all the techniques of cost accounting also. But in addition to it, it will also use like ratio analysis, funds flows, cash flows, the statistical data, statistical analysis, all these things are used in management accounting. This is what we have in this session. Thank you.